guys, it's Sally and Rosie here. So since the birth rate has been declining both in developed countries and developing countries, today we're going to talk about what are some possible impacts. Okay, Sally, what if you first explain why do you think the birth rate has been declining?
So, as what Rosie just said, we have to think about why. Why? Then we can know why about some other impacts about this fertilization. So, first of all, what I suppose is that young people, I mean that people that are seeking for new jobs, don't really want to give birth to other people, to the next generation. So why is that a thing? Well, I saw it because young people and old people, there are definitely two generations of people, right? So these two generations definitely have a different perspective on the same thing. And that also includes a big section of it. And that big section is basically about birth rate. So young people, if you actually just search online, then you know that young people don't really think that giving birth is a good thing. They like to be single and they don't really want much enjoy love, like a two people kind of thing of love. They just like to be alone and enjoy the world itself instead of giving birth to other people. They're just over 18, so they've been in the world for about 2 to 3 years, right? Because they're seeking a job. So they don't actually have the amount of money, the currency, and also the savings to raise up a baby. And they also think that raising a baby can take a lot of time and effort.
Yes, as Sally said, young people think that enjoying relationship and giving birth to baby are too costly, so they decided they are not going to do so, or they're delaying their decision. And the other big reason is that when people thought about today's world, they think, oh, the unemployment rate is rising, so what we gonna do? We're going to give birth to less baby, so less people are competing for the same job, so that the unemployment rate will fall and the overall the living standard will actually increase. However, this is not the case, because when you think of giving birth to a baby, when the baby is born, it might need a hospital, and then it might need some baby clothes and maybe a babysitter. And as the baby growing up, it might need some education and some classes and lessons for hobbies and sports, and also other spendings. So actually giving birth to baby is a very costly thing, but this will actually boost the aggregate demand. There are more demand for the goods in the market, and as a result, there are more demand for jobs. For laborers in the market, and there are more job places for people to compete to, and the unemployment rate will then fall. However, in the case in nowadays, the unemployment rate is rising since there are less demand. So as a result, we say that the economy is a little weaker than before, and it's not as vigorous as before. Okay, Sally. So can you think from a smaller perspective, what are some impacts?
Okay, so let's change the perspective. So you know what I just said about what young people think? Well, let's change this perspective to what kids like you and me think. So first of all, I thought that kids, because our family, we have 2 girls right now sitting right here, and my dad and my mom, obviously. So we are siblings, right? Yep, we are siblings. We have the same mom and dad. And thinking of it, if people actually the birth rate is getting lower and lower, then that means the sibling rate is also getting lower and lower. So you'll think if you have only one baby, I mean to the parent it doesn't really matter that much, but to the person who the child, it matters a lot, because having a sibling means having a lot of connections with other people that are not the same age with you. Like me and my sister, we connect quite a lot in a lot of kinds of circumstances, and that also gives you it tells you what to do with other people that is not your age, like somebody who's older or somebody is younger, and you'll know how to react with them. So that is definitely a very crucial part in your childhood, I think.
Yes, as Sally said, if we don't have that many babies, there are less siblings, and some children might start their loss of fun during the childhood, and they have less opportunities to cooperate with people of other ages. And think from a bigger perspective, I think the declining fertility rate will lead to a more conservative society. So let me explain. If there are like less baby was born, but this economy has to run as well, so people will delay their retire age. So the old people will stay in the job or the firm longer and longer. However, these old people, most of them, they're more conservative. They are afraid to take risks. So the whole firm, or we say the whole economy, will like take less risks. And there might be less entrepreneurs who like to like do some innovative thing and make the economy like vigorous. So this is the impact. Like the economy is less young than before, we say, because there are less and less new blood pumped into the economy. Okay, so this is the end of today's topic, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.